Today we start doing the paint job on the handicap parking spot. So I started laying out the paint according to what we looked up online. That spot over the side is going to have those 45-degree angles that are 5 foot wide. And I'll show you over here that we borrowed this from a paint company. That's the good thing about having a small community where everybody knows everybody. They let me borrow their handicap painting stencil, so we get to cheat and use that. Even though normally you only paint that white, we're going to wind up painting. We're going to tape off that square and paint the whole thing blue, and then paint the handicap symbol white, because the pavers are so light that I don't think you'd see white on it, and I don't want to paint it just blue. I still think you wouldn't see it. So we're going to tape that whole square, paint it as a blue square, and paint those stripes on the bottom as blue, and then we'll come back later and paint the handicap symbol as white. So I'm adding this afterwards just for comic relief to let you know that none of that happened. I wound up painting it blue, and I wound up doing a whole lot of other shortcuts because the rain kept messing us up. Here I am taping everything off. This was early enough in the day where I had not lost all hope yet. I wasted all that time taping when I should have just went ahead and painted everything, and that's the problem. Okay, so we got started painting, and this is how far we got on the blue before the rain started happening. And I had several customers come up and we had to walk away, and so someone walked over here and stepped in it and walked across. And we did get this one painted lime green. So we're working on getting that, and we've got a little break in between the showers, but looks like we need to quit. So this might be another day project, unfortunately. We gotta put one more coat on this green, and we obviously have to put an awful lot more on the blue on that. So this is 6 o'clock that night. I was tired of being rained out, not accomplishing stuff. I very much like to accomplish things, so this is me finishing it. This is my camera falling over, and I left it in there also for comic relief because the wind knocked it over. And this is how long it took me to walk over there and stand it back up. These are the little things you just don't assume are going to be problems. Here's my wife coming over since I'm late after work. She's coming over to inspect my job, tell me I'm doing everything just right, give me a pat on the back, and now she's out here. And I'm going to paint for the rest of the evening. And what you're about to witness is no tape, nothing, me just going, you know what, step on it, paint it out, make it work. I don't care, it's happening. What I'm doing right here is eyeballing. I counted blocks and went 1, 2, 3 bricks, and then one at an angle. Okay, so I'm going to buy one of those concrete stoppers, put it right up at the front of that. I'm gonna put 2 more over there. One right in front of where this truck is parked, and then one right in front of the next one over. I'm gonna paint all 3 of those lime green, and then this thing's done. I know when I started this I probably said things like I was gonna paint that blue and then paint the thing on the inside of it white. I also tried all dadgum day to paint this, and then I painted those over there, and then it got wet and it rained us out, and we tried to be fast, and then I checked the weather and it's going to be raining every day, and I don't have time for this thing to keep doing it. So I don't know if y'all have ever started any projects and had these really high hopes, but my hopes faded really quick and I had no more interest in perfection. Which is why when I started I was doing all that lining it out with the well, I'll leave that stuff in there just so y'all can see how my intention started out with using that tape it all out so perfectly. And now by the end of the day, I'm out here at 7 o'clock at night rolling this crap out going, let's look down a couple of corners and go that direction, because it ain't important enough for me to waste that much time trying to make it perfect and then get another rainstorm on top of it.